Have you ever sat at your desk thinking, there's gotta be more to life than this 9 to 5? Well, today, we're diving into Gary Vaynerchuk's Crushing It. It's basically the modern blueprint for taking something you absolutely love and turning it into your actual profession. This is all about building a life and a career completely on your own terms. So let's get right into it. So let me just ask you this straight up. Think about that one thing, your hobby, the topic you can't shut up about with your friends. What if that could pay your bills? That's the big idea we're exploring today. How do you actually make that jump from a passion project to a full-blown profession? The absolute key to making this whole thing work is building a powerful personal brand. Now, this is not your parents' resume, okay? Think of it more like your digital identity. It's this living, breathing online presence that shows the world exactly who you are, what you care about, and the unique value you bring to the table. Honestly, it's how you prove your worth in today's digital world. Okay, so where do you even start? Before we get into all the tactics and the platforms and the strategies, we have to get the foundation right. The entire Crushing It philosophy really hinges on one simple but totally non-negotiable core idea. Here it is, the number one rule. You have got to build your brand around something you genuinely, truly love. I mean, chasing what's popular or what you think might make you some quick money, that's just a fast track to burnout. The kind of energy this takes, the late nights, the constant creating, it can only be sustained by a passion so deep that you'd probably be doing it for free anyway. And you know what? That authenticity, that's your secret weapon. Right, so we've established that passion is the fuel. But before you even think about hitting post for the very first time, you need to have the right engine in place. And that's your mindset. Vaynerchuk breaks this down into 8 essential ingredients for success. 8. That's the number. These 8 principles are the bedrock of the entire Crushing It philosophy. And these aren't just little tips. They're the mental framework you have to adopt if you want to survive and eventually thrive in this game. Let's dig into some of the most important ones. First on the list, and maybe the most important, authenticity. I mean, think about it. In a world full of filters and curated perfection, people are starving for something real. We connect with human beings, not corporate logos. Your quirks, your unique way of seeing the world, even your struggles, that's the stuff that builds real trust and a loyal community. Don't you dare hide it. Highlight. Okay, next up is a tough one for a lot of us. Patience. That dream of going viral overnight, it's pretty much just that, a dream. The reality is, it often takes 1 to 2 years of consistent daily effort before you see any real traction or income. This is a total marathon, not a sprint. You have to be willing to play the long game. And that right there is exactly why passion is so non-negotiable. It's the fuel for your patience. When you hit a wall or when you pour your heart into a post and it gets like 0 engagement, and trust me, it will happen, it's that deep love for your topic that's going to make you show up and create the next piece of content anyway, and the one after that. And the other 5 ingredients, they all work together. Intent just means your goal is always to provide real value, not just to sell something. Speed is all about putting your ideas out there quickly instead of getting stuck trying to make them perfect. Work? Well, that's the raw, unglamorous effort you have to put in every single day. Attention is knowing where your audience is and meeting them there. And finally, content is the actual stuff you create from all of this. You need all of them firing at once. Okay, mindset is locked in, but how do you actually make enough content to get noticed without completely burning yourself out? This is where we get super tactical with what's called the pillar content strategy. The whole concept is actually beautifully simple. Just imagine your content is a tree. You start by creating one big foundational piece of content. This is your pillar, the trunk of the tree. It could be a long YouTube video, a deep dive podcast episode, maybe a really comprehensive blog post. So, once you have that big pillar piece, your job is to deconstruct it. You mine that one video or podcast for dozens of smaller pieces. Short video clips for social, powerful quotes you can turn into graphics, little articles, audio snippets, you name it. Then you take all those branches and you distribute them across all the different social platforms. It's the definition of working smarter, not harder. But here is the absolutely crucial detail that so many people miss. You can't just copy and paste the same thing everywhere. You have to make your content feel native to each platform. A snappy vertical video is perfect for TikTok or Reels, but that's completely different from a long, thoughtful text post on X or a professional article on LinkedIn. You've got to respect the context of the platform you're on. All right. Enough theory, let's make this super real. What are the exact steps you can take, like the second this explainer is over, to actually get started? Here you go, your 3-step launch pad. Step 1, list 3 things you love so much you'd do them for free. Seriously, write them down. Step 2, be really honest with yourself about your strengths. Are you a great talker? Awesome, start a podcast. Love being on camera? YouTube's your spot. Are you a fantastic writer? Then a blog or a newsletter is your pillar. And step 3, the most important one, just start. Make one piece of content today. Perfection is the enemy here. Just get it out there. Now, as I'm saying this, I can practically hear the excuses popping up in your head. It's easy to list the steps, right? But what about all those little voices of doubt? Let's take a minute to tackle the most common mental barriers that stop people before they even begin. Let's just break these down, one by one. You think you're too old or too young? The internet does not care about your age. It only cares about the value you provide. Think you have no time? Use that 15 minutes on your commute to draft a post. Don't have any fancy equipment? The smartphone in your pocket right now is a more powerful production studio than what most creators had a decade ago. And the big one, you're afraid of being judged? Listen, your unique story, your perspective, that's your greatest strength, not a weakness. You just have to own it. When you boil it all down, the entire crushing it philosophy really comes down to this one single truth. Success is not about a single viral moment. It is about the unglamorous, day in, day out work of showing up, providing value, and building a community one person at a time. It's the slow, steady, cumulative effect of that consistent effort that builds something real and lasting. So I want you to consider this your official permission slip. Permission to try something new, permission to be imperfect, and permission to finally build something around what you truly love. The tools are right there. The opportunity is absolutely massive. So the only real question left is, what are you going to build?